The Bear and the Bees. Our story begins with your imagination. Now imagine a world full of black and yellow creatures that fly above your head. Bees, yes, but not normal bees. These bees can talk, and not only can they talk, but they also go to school. Now this world may be unique in itself, but the creatures living in it aren't so unique. Actually, they are all exactly the same as each other. And all of these buzzing bees have the same name too. They are all called Busy. Every single one of these bees. Imagine being in a school when the teacher takes the register if you all had the same name. How would you know when it's your name being called out? How confusing. Well, that's what happens to these bees every day. One ordinary Monday, the younger bees were gathered in the playground. Some were buzzing with the latest gossip, while others played hide and buzz. All of a sudden, a big brown hairy creature strolled into the playground. It was a bear. The bees buzzed loudly and flew here and there in panic. "Hey guys," the bear spoke softly. "My name is Gruzzle. Don't be afraid. It's my first day here." The bees stared in shock at the bear. "This isn't the right school for you," one bee buzzed. "You're different. You don't have stripes like us, and I bet you can't fly." "And he's not even called Busy," said another bee. "We don't like people who are different. Go away." Gruzzle's face fell. "Does it matter if I'm different?" he asked. The answer was obviously yes, because the bees flew away into their classrooms, ignoring his question. Giant tears fell from Gruzzle's giant eyes and splashed onto the pavement. But one bee stayed behind. This smallest bee in the whole school. Comforting Gruzzle, the bee spoke. There, I think it's a good idea, being different. It's boring when everyone's the same." Gruzzle smiled as the kind little bee gave him an idea. The rest of the day zoomed past. Some of the bees made nasty remarks as Gruzzle walked by and giggled behind his back. But Gruzzle didn't care. He had a plan, a good one too. All he needed was imagination, which he sure had already. The next day, the bees gathered in the playground as normal. But then Gruzzle came in. He looked very different from the day before. He had yellow and black stripes painted on him and had wings tied to his back. The crowd went quiet and glanced at one another. Then one young bee said, "You look silly. Bears don't have wings. Your stripes don't even look right." Everyone laughed, but they soon stopped as Gruzzle started chuckling too. "You laughed at me because I'm different," he said. "But when I look the same as you, you still laughed at me. I am different, and I'm happy being a bear. There's nothing wrong with being different." The bees paused for a moment and thought about what Gruzzle had just said. Then the smallest bee started cheering and shouted, "Hurrah for Gruzzle! Hurrah! I'd like to be different," a big bee said. "I think I'd like to be purple." "And I'm going to change my name to Buzzle," another one said. The next morning, the playground was more cheerful than it had ever been. All the bees were brightly coloured, and had new names. They were buzzing about and enjoying themselves. Gruzzle looked around and smiled. He thought to himself that it's okay to be unique. It's okay to be you.